we don't need Arber Xhekaj to fight. But the fact that we know he can fight, eventually they're going to have to call this kid up. Because the next person that takes a fucking run at any of our players, especially your first overall pick, like, I might drive to fucking Raleigh, North Carolina, and I'm going to get on the ice. And here, fuck it, let's jump right to it. I really want to get to it. That hit on Slafkovsky, okay. It's a north-south hit. So in theory, it's clean. But because Slafkovsky leaned forward, the head was the initial contact. I don't think the head was targeted, but the hit was coming regardless. And Slafkovsky this year, it's night and day compared to the start of the season, even last season, to what he is right now. I think the kid is really progressing, and he's going to keep progressing. He's still young. He's going to learn how to use his body to win puck battles. He's been doing a better job at protecting himself, but he's not fully there yet. Like, remember when he got taken out by Marco Rossi last year?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's been doing a better job. Just in that moment, he didn't protect himself. He had his head up, and I think he knew the hit was coming too. He had his head up where he was trying to lean to make a pass. Like, it's moments like that where he's like, if I don't know, like sometimes you got like have your shoulder to the guy. The game is so fast. The game is super fast here.
It's super fast. That's one, but even good
here,
players.
Let me finish this. Yes, it should have been a fucking penalty.
Okay. Good point. Good point.
That's it.
And thank you for adding that. But the one thing is, it happens to even good players. I'm not going to say the best players because the truly best, most elite players in the league know how to protect themselves, and they're always doing so at every moment that they're on the ice. Even still, accidents still happen, but I think I don't want to go down that route or that way of thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
When you have Arber Xhekaj, whether on the ice or sitting along the bench, every single fucking player on the opposing team is thinking twice about taking those 4 or 5 strides to make exactly that type of hit, because that means the next shift that you're on the ice with that guy, you have a very high likelihood of getting your fucking face pounded in to the point that whatever you think you did to the other guy, you have worse. And again, just his presence, not even his actions. His presence is enough to have an influence on a game, and that's why. When do we call up Arber Xhekaj? I know we want it's selfishly so, but if you want fucking Arber Xhekaj to be developing in the minors, no problem. But go fucking trade for Nick Delorier. Go get fucking someone who's gonna scrap, because Jesus Christ, I don't give a shit. I really, really, genuinely don't give a shit at this point. If we swap out Michael Pezzetta for any other elite fighter in the league or enforcer in the league, it's gonna change how the fucking game looks. And even Cole Caulfield, even fucking that little shit Sebastian Aho went to go fucking out of his way. It should have been an interference call. Let's not even touch upon the reffing of yesterday's game. But that little fucking shot that he gave to Caulfield, that doesn't happen when you have a scary fucking dude in the lineup. And we're missing that scary dude.
Well,
and
I think, I totally agree.
Yesterday, it boiled my fucking blood to watch what was going on the ice, and knowing that, like, even at that, you're going to send Michael Pezzetta. Even at the end of the game, I was like, okay, Marty, that's not his style. Marty is a skill player. He's not the type of guy to say, hey, I want you to go out and fight. He's not that type of dude. When I saw Michael Pezzetta out on the ice, I go, okay, maybe Pezzetta himself is going to do something. He's going to send a message. We didn't like what you did to our players. We did nothing. And I'm sorry to say, Arber, a Nick Delorier, anybody else in that category of scariness, that shit doesn't fly. And it doesn't matter if it's the guy who threw the hit or somebody else, but somebody's going to pay the fucking price for your stupidity that you're doing against our players. And I miss those guys. I love Arber. I miss him. We need him back.
But it's multiple games now. It's multiple games where, like, it's ever since he's been sent down, that the guys aren't afraid to take runs. It started in Buffalo, and it's been happening quite a few times now. It's like I
Well, who's gonna stand up for the guys?
Well, the thing is they were happening when Pizzetta was not in the lineup as well. And look, I don't know. Look, I do believe they still have that wolf pack mentality that Marty kept saying a couple of times. When it's Cole that goes after him, like, and only Cole, I don't know. It didn't really look good. Now, I'm not gonna go as far and say, oh well, maybe there's trouble in the dressing room. Not even close. I think these guys love each other to death, like brothers. They're family. It's just maybe, I don't know. Maybe the players thought it was a clean hit, so maybe that's why they didn't do anything initially without seeing any replays. Again, the game is fast. You know, if the ref missed it, there's a very good chance that the players missed it, because, like I said, it's a north-south hit. In theoretical terms or technical terms, it's a clean hit. But because I have to reiterate this before people lose their shit, because the head was the first point of contact, yes, there should have been a penalty. I'm not saying there shouldn't have been, but it's a hockey. It's the intentions to make a body check to separate the guy from the puck, like you learn when you play contact hockey, like I have. You go. That's the type of hits you do. And Slafkovsky leans in last second. Okay, but I don't like the fact that it was just Cole trying to do something about it. I did not like it. And I'm not
even Nick Suzuki should have jumped in. He was closest.
Yeah, and I get it. It's not their style. They're not the toughest guys on the team. I get it. But again, like like you just said everything, Chris. Like, you have Arber Xhekaj on the bench, on the anywhere. You are making guys on the other side think twice.
Yeah, that's what's key of having him. I don't think you need a Delorier to trade for him or whatever. You just, if you have Arber Xhekaj, I think you're.
I say that, enjoy it. I just want to make sure that everybody listening understands it perfectly clear. If their plan is to keep Xhekaj down in the minors so that he develops, no problem, but go find a solution to the problem. And if that means a guy like Delorier, then go get that guy like Delorier.
I don't think Hughes would do it.
I just don't necessarily do it, but I'm just saying, figure it out. Like, they need to have a solution to this, because they're getting bullied. And it's like Sammy said, it's about 6 games now that they're getting against. I was pissed off watching the Montreal Buffalo game. I was pissed off watching the Montreal Carolina game. And then what was the other there
was another one. I don't know if it was against Winnipeg. Yeah, I don't know if it was against was it against
I'm opening up the schedule.
I don't know if it was no, I have it here. I don't know if it was Winnipeg, Minnesota, or even or
the Islanders. It was the fucking Islanders.
Yes. Yeah. So, but look, like I said, we're speaking right now, like, dude, Chris, you and I, we went and watched the Laval game. We saw Xhekaj play. Like, he's doing just fine, man.
But
I think he's ready to come back. We saw him score his first fucking goal in the minors on the power play. He's got another assist tonight. Like, I don't know. I think he's doing exactly what he's been asked to do and then some. And we were lucky enough to see a Mayu goal at the point on the power play. You know what I mean? Like, but all that to say is, I really think Xhekaj did what he was supposed to do.
So, like, if you call him up, if he's ready, you call him up. Who do you bench?
Barron.
Well, you got
for the moment. I don't care how many goals he has. Barron is my
guy. No, they got to send the guy. I think you send a guy like Lindstrom down.
Yeah, Lindstrom you send down, okay, but you bringing up
now you got to bench
because you want to play him in the lineup. Who do you bench?
Dude, I think it comes down to you choose between Harris and Barron.
But Barron is a little complicated because Xhekaj plays on the opposite side.
Yeah, I get it.
That's a big thing. I never.
It is. No, it is. I know.
Thing, but
I know. It's a fantastic question. It's a fantastic question. I don't know. I think you could keep. I personally would love to see a Struble and Xhekaj line together.